Hello and welcome to North 100 Showdown, a Canadian Highlander throwdown. My name is Serge. I'm joined by a Nelly.
Hey, I'm here too.
We got a Ben on tech.
I remain here.
Ben remains constant. Many things may change, but Ben is forever. Speaking of forever, I hope you're supporting us forever over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. You are the reason we get to do all of this. So thank you for that. If you got any questions about the format, if you want to see the deck list that we brought today, you can see all that information in the description down below. Ugh.
Hi, Serge. What are you playing today?
I brought Nayablade, and I love this deck list. At least I hope I love this deck list. This is an archetype that I've been brewing for a long time, red-white equipment, and this might be the strongest version I ever brewed. I don't know. I like it. I'm hopeful. Obviously, we'll have to see how it plays out. My points are Mox. I've got green Mox, white Mox. And then I've got Umezawa's Jite, 4th Aerlingus, and Strip Mine as my spread.
Exciting.
Yeah, my plan is aggressive threats, give them equipment, and hopefully beat.
I'm also playing 2 Moxes and a Demonic Tutor in an Abzan creature combo deck called Auntie Agatha. Shout out to Spencer Sacklin for lending me this deck. Appreciate you.
Why Auntie Agatha?
Well, it plays Agatha's Cauldron, and so you get to use the abilities on Agatha's Cauldron along with some creatures to go infinite in several different ways, usually with Devoted Druid.
Okay, so this is an infinite mana style creature combo, not like a Pattern Rector, like infinite looping through your graveyard style thing?
It's possible we'll be moving things back and forth between the graveyard as well. First time playing the deck here.
Cool, I'm excited. All right, you on the die roll?
I'd like to go first.
Good luck to you.
Good, and to you as well. I'll play a Razor Verge Thicket and a Haywire Mite.
Good luck to you, and also with you.
And a Mox Emerald.
Wow.
Go ahead.
That is the one that you can sacrifice to exile an artifact or enchantment, is that correct?
You got it.
That makes my turn 1 play really awkward. Maybe I just take this Aether Vial and I put it over here?
Maybe.
I still think it's maybe correct to play out.
I mean, your Aether Vial is like a lightning bolt for my Haywire Mite that makes me spend mana.
When you put it that way, Aether Vial.
Great.
Go to you.
I'll sacrifice Haywire Mite to exile Aether Vial and gain 2 life.
Wait, that's like a reverse lightning bolt. Hold on. I feel lied to. Go ahead.
Sorry. The lies. I'll play Layer of the Hydra and Helping Hand, targeting Haywire Mite. Comes back in tapped. Back to you.
I feel so lied to.
Nothing he said was untrue.
Whose side are you on?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to play a Needle Verge Passageway. Oh my God, Needle.
There we go.
Help.
It's a D. Needle Verge Pathway?
Okay.
Cue the remix.
Monkey. And Llanowar Elf.
You got it.
The 1/1?
Yes.
Pass.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Weird hand. I'll play a Forest.
That's a Finhorn Elves.
Oh,
Pardon me.
Judge.
Yes?
My opponent.
I got so messed up by Needle Verge Pathway that I just...
up a Needle Verge Pathway, didn't you?
Everything got all turny, crossed sideways.
That's true.
A reoccurring disenchant. Is that... Did it exile or just destroy it?
It exiles your...
God.
Well, yeah. This
finale.
sacrifices itself, yeah. I'll cast this Finale of Devastation for 2.
Yes.
Go get combo piece A, probably.
What do you get first? Malira, Devoted Druid?
I think usually you want to go find Devoted Druid with this deck.
Right, so you can at least start ramping a little bit even if you don't go infinite with it?
Yeah. And back to you.
I'm going to play Sunpetal Grove, tap it to cast a Luminarch Aspirant.
Okay.
I'd like to move to combat. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. The monkey has been going to the gym. The monkey is starting to get swole.
Big monkey.
And I would like to attack you directly for 3 points of combat damage.
You may cut.
You're fine.
Um,
I'm going to hit Malire off the top with the monkey.
yeah, it's fine. It's like 3.
So take 3. Ooh, Swords to Plowshares. So I get a treasure token. That was a remarkable hit.
Can't block monkey. Need to protect my creatures, lol.
I'm actually just going to fire it off right now. I'm going to exile your Devoted Druid to get the combo piece out. So you took 3 from that. You're at 16.
Took 3 twice.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're at 22.
Yeah.
I apologize. Yeah, past you. I just saw 19 and assumed I knew better.
That's okay.
Well, you know what assuming does, Serge.
It's true.
Makes an ass out of you and exiles your devoted druid.
Survival of the fittest.
Ooh, yep.
I'll discard Charming Prince.
Looks at the monkey. 1 card in hand.
I'll go find this Giver of Ruins and cast it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Untap. Untap. Draw for the turn. I'm going to cast an I'm going to play an Agoncho.
You got it.
I'm going to pay 4 mana and cast a Seasoned Dungeoneer.
Okay.
When it enters the battlefield, take the initiative. So I'm going to grab a basic mountain and put the basic mountain into my hand. There it is. Whenever you attack, target attacking cleric, rogue, warrior, or wizard gains protection from creatures until end of turn, and it explores. Now, unfortunately, the monkey pirate is none of those things. Talking a cleric, though, protection from creatures. So my Luminarch Aspirant is a cleric, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, exciting stuff. Protection from creatures.
Yeah.
If you want to pump it with its own ability, make sure you stack those triggers correctly. It's going to have protection from itself.
Yeah. So we're going to go to combat. I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on the monkey.
Sure.
Then I'd like... Oh, I have the initiative. Maybe I'm not supposed to attack with that, so you can't take it back. Definitely want to attack with Ragavan, though.
Yeah, no blocks.
Okay. So you're going to take 4, and I'm going to reveal another combo piece. Agatha's Soul Cauldron. I'm so sorry.
No. Oh,
Man, that's normally not supposed to happen like that. You know what this reminds me of? It's like people who get really tilted by mill, and they're like, oh yeah, I'll just hit the best cards in their deck. And you're like, that's not how it works. And then yet, here we are.
Yeah, I mean, those people... No, it's fine. You're right. I am on tilt, and I'm not going to try to talk.
No, that's fair. Pass.
Right. I'll untap.
Yeah.
I'll cycle Unearth. I'll say go.
Untap. Untap. I'm going to hit the Forge. Do we have another green D6, please? Thank you. I'm going to put 2 +1/+1 counters onto the Seasoned Dungeoneer. As part of the upkeep, draw for the turn. For mana, I'd like to cast a Palace Jailer.
Palace Jailer resolves.
I'd like to try and exile your Might.
I'll give it protection from white.
Right. Cool.
So, how does this work?
I still become the
You're
monarch.
the monarch.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
I really wanted to get rid of that, and I forgot you had a giver of runes. All right. I'd like to go to combat. I'm going to put another +1/+1 counter on the monkey. I'm going to attack with the monkey and the seasoned engineer. The seasoned engineer is going to give itself protection from creatures.
Sure. I'll block the monkey with Haywire Might.
Okay. So you're going to take 5 and go to 10.
I gain 2 life from Haywire Might die.
Pass, draw off the monarch.
Sure. Untap. I'll sacrifice Woodard for those.
One of these moments to be like, what are my lines as well?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
I cast a Demonic Tutor in a second, so
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
wanna
yeah,
try
yeah.
to hurry up the shuffling.
Well, I also like it too. I have a tendency to hyperfixate on lines. And then so taking an extra second to be like, okay, what can I actually hit, right?
Right.
Which one of you put this copy in your Monk's Field list? The Preceptor Diabolique.
Oh, that was definitely not me. The 4th edition black border.
Examine Votre Bibliothèque.
It's what I've got. It's Spencer's list, and he's playing Tutore
So that's
Demoniaco.
that's the 4 and black border 4th edition, right?
Exactly.
It's pretty spicy.
A ritual.
That's
Oh.
right. So I'll find this Bayou.
Yeah.
Cast this Demonic Tutor.
Yeah.
I can't guess that one. That's pretty good. Can't guess that one either. Sure. I could use more. I haven't played a land this turn. I'll get a White Plume Adventurer
Oh!
casted. Head into the initiative.
You'll take your own initiative. All right.
I want a second white mana or a second black mana? I think probably a second white mana is more useful. Go ahead, Serge.
Untappy. Draw for the turn. I am. Just want to make sure I get this right. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter onto the Seasoned Engineer.
You got it.
And then it's going to attack. It's going to give itself protection from creatures.
Great.
And then I'm going to spend 5 mana and flash in an Ember Cleave.
I'm done.
Yeah. Gets +1/+1 and double strike, and that is 14 damage.
I'll go first.
All right. Thoughts on the game? I mean, that was the most cracked, stupid monkey I think ever. I mean, the cards flipped by that monkey were abnormal in timing and quality.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, if you can see the top card of your deck, you can make better decisions about whether or not to chump block Ragavan.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see the top card in my deck, and to be honest, I probably wouldn't chump block Ragavan again. Your decision on turn 2 not to chump block Ragavan is the kind of thing that will, again, in future Canadian Highlander games, determine whether you win or loss. So it's or win or lose. So it's like that's just what we're signed up for here. You know, we were playing powerful Magic, and they're very subtle decisions that
Have
lead to the
weird
game
compounding.
unraveling. Yeah. And
Yeah.
so, very exciting hits off the monkey there. Good card. No shocker there. Sometimes it's better than other times.
Yeah. There's interesting back and forth with the monkey where you're like, I have to kill the monkey, absolutely nothing. And you're like, it's just a stupid monkey. How much damage can it do? And it just like vacillates wildly between those.
Whether or not they can block it. Yeah. I mean, it does get blocked if you're playing creatures. I am playing creatures. I didn't block it several times. And I think I could have very easily just lost that game if I did block it. But certainly in the later turns, you have to stop. You don't have to worry about the monkey as much, so that's
Sure.
nice. Once you have a 2/3 or whatever.
Yeah.
Keep.
Good luck, friend.
Good luck. I'll go to 19 off of a wooded foothills.
Yep.
I'll shuffle. Desperate Shaman. Go ahead.
I'm going to lead with a plateau, and I'm going to bolt the bird. I'm going to unholy heat on your Deathrite Shaman.
Works.
And pass the turn.
You may cut.
You're fine.
I'll lose 2 life to play this Temple Garden and cast Overgrown Battlement.
Oh, yeah. Classic. I'm going to play a Marsh Flats, go down to 19, and I'm pretty sure I have a Bayou in my deck. If not, this is going to get real awkward.
I recommend Bayou.
I need a green source, and Marsh Flats gets... I mean, I guess I could get a whitey greenie if I don't have the Bayou, but I want the Bayou. Oh, Chivo unlocked. Literally the last card. Last card I looked through. All right, we joke a lot about me being the Premier Lands pilot of the format, which is true. But there is a card, a lands adjacent card, that I have never actually cast in my entire Magic the Gathering career, and this might shock some people.
Okay.
Would you like to cut?
Sure.
Okay. I've never cast a Ren in 6 before.
Oh, it's a good one.
I've never cast a Ren in 6 before.
All right.
So 2 mana, 3
Enjoy
loyalty
yourself.
Planeswalker. +1, return up to 1 target land card from your graveyard to your hand. -1, 1 damage to any target. -7, you get an emblem, instants, and sorceries in your graveyard have retrace. I'm going to return this fetch land to my hand.
Smart.
And say go.
I'll play a Wooded Foothills. And I'll cast Extraction Specialist. This is a 3/2 rogue with lifelink that when ETB is returned to a creature with mana value 2 or less from the graveyard of the battlefield, this can't attack for as long as I control this.
Sure.
And then
It does make my Ren in 6 worse.
should I just... Yeah, sure. I'll sacrifice this land. Do I have another Bayou? I do.
Another Bayou.
I'll play a Viscerous here. I'll say go.
I'd like to -1 Ren in 6 to deal 1 damage to the Viscerous here.
I'll sacrifice it to scry 1.
Yep. You're fine.
Yeah, on top.
Okay. I'm going to play an Ancient Tomb.
Great.
4 mana. Ow. I'd like to cast a Minsk and Boo.
That's a good one.
Timeless Hero. So 4 mana, 3 loyalty Planeswalker. When it enters the battlefield and at the beginning of your upkeep, you may create a Boo, a legendary 1/1 red hamster creature token with trample and haste. I don't have an official Boo token, but Angel hooked me up with this.
I would say that's an official Boo token.
Which I think is very, very, very cute. Look at it. Look at that little guy. Anyways, then we're going to +1. What's the other mode? Sacrifice a creature when you do, it deals X damage to any target where X is that creature's power. If it's a hamster, draw X cards. Bury me with my hamster. So I've got a boo.
You sure do.
I would like to attack you for 4 trample. Haste. Pass.
Yeah. I'll cycle an Earth. Play a Windswept Heath. Attack Ren 6.
Yep.
Gain 3 life. I'll play a Mother of Runes. And pass.
Untap. Untap.
Would you like to make a boo?
You know,
It's a free death trigger. It's like upkeep, trigger more boo.
interesting. It's not even if you don't have a boo.
Yeah.
You just get a boo?
Yeah. Well, you don't. You may get a boo, I think.
You may get a boo.
You may get a boo. Yeah.
No boo.
Okay.
Draw for the turn. I just like this, the French. It's you may boo.
It's true. You may. You might boo.
Let's play a Stomping Ground tapped.
Okay.
Let's try and make boo even swoller.
Boo is bigger.
That puts 3 more +1/+1 counters on boo. I'd like to attack with a 7/7 trample haste hamster. What is it? Legendary space dwarf hamster, something like that? It's not just any hamster?
I don't know.
Okay.
Does it say on there?
No, but canonically, boo is not just any old hamster.
He's a miniature giant space hamster.
Thank you, Ben
Miniature
Ben.
giant space hamster.
Yeah. Go for the eyes, boo.
I'll send him to space.
Ooh. See, little guy? I'm going to get myself a basic forest. Oh, both players are shuffling at the same time.
Wow.
That's a Highlander Chivo. You're fine.
All about these achievements.
Yeah. That'll be all for my turn. I'll pass.
Thinking about gaining 2 life and losing a Viscerous here. It seems correct.
Oh, green, activate. Yeah. Yep, that's fair.
I'll attack Minsk for 4.
Minsk is at 1.
Gain 3 life. And I'll cast another wall.
Sick.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for the turn.
You make a boo.
I make a boo. Thank you. You may boo.
Fun fact. Serge untaps and says draw for the turn in a tournament. He doesn't make a boo.
That is a fun fact. Wait. Land for the turn is going to be a Clifftop Retreat. Great. Thinking. We're going to +1 onto boo here. I'm going to attack with a 4/4 again.
Okay.
Okay. Second main. Green, white, and owl. I'm going to be floating a colorless, and I'm going to cast a Knight of Autumn.
Okay.
So I'm going to gain 4 life.
Okay.
And then with the one that's floating and green, I'm going to cast an Eldritch Evolution.
Okay.
Sacrificing the Knight of Autumn. So it's up to 2 mana value above.
Yeah, 5 or less.
So I would like to get a Solitude.
Great.
And I'd like to exile your flyer.
This doesn't fly, but you can still exile it.
Oh, I'm still going to exile it. I totally thought it flew. Pass.
I'll exile your Unholy Heat, and your Eldritch Revolution exiles itself.
Right, thank you.
No problem.
So I lose 2 life. I'm always getting that wrong. It's like shuffling Green Sun back into your library.
I'll give Deathrite Shaman protection from white. Actually, wait, let me read my card. Okay, yeah, I'll give Deathrite Shaman protection from white and attack Minsk.
Yep.
I'll cast Orcish Bowmaster.
Oh, let's go. Yeah.
Make an Orc Army token and pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for the turn. Land for the turn. I'm going to go a red and a white, and I'd like to cast a Lightning Helix targeting your Orcish Bowmaster.
Gain 3 life.
So I'm at 20. Life totals are fluctuating wildly in this game. And I would like to full swing here. 4/4 Haste Trample, and then a 3/2 with Lifelink. Oh, the 3/2 is just going to bounce off of your 4/2. I'll just attack with Boo.
Cool.
Pass.
Pass.
I'm going to play a Marsh Flats, and I'd like to shortcut for a second here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play a Stoneforge Mystic, and I'm also going to crack Marsh Flats. So I'm going to get a land that doesn't go in my graveyard. I'm going to get a land and a piece of equipment.
You're at 19.
Thank you. I'd like to get a legal land. So the equipment is going to be an Embercleave. And the land is going to be a Savannah.
Works.
I would like to attack with both creatures. A lot of math here.
I'll block Boo with Overgrown Battlement.
Block Boo with Overgrown Battlement. All right. I'm going to spend 4 mana to cast Embercleave. So it gets a discount of 2 from this. I'd like to have it enter attached to Solitude. Is it enter attached to, or no, it's a triggered ability? So there's, okay.
That's fine. I'll give Overgrown Battlement protection from red.
Okay, so first strike damage, just do 8. Yeah, that's fair. Go to 27. Pass.
Can I see your graveyard?
My graveyard has a land, a Lightning Helix, a Knight of Autumn, and then 2 Planeswalkers.
I'll eat Knight of Autumn.
Okay.
Collect Roof. Pass.
So I can no longer activate Embercleave, but Embercleave still works?
You just can't activate it.
Okay. It's been...
It doesn't destroy it or anything.
Sure. I don't actually often play in matchups where Collector Oof does too much. Just activate abilities can't be activated. Cool, thank you, thank you.
No worries.
All right, draw for the turn. Let's go to swing.
Solitude will block, Summon Carrier type will block Solitude, and Overgrown Battlement will block Boo.
Okay.
I'll give Overground Battlement protection from red.
Okay, so I'll gain 4 life from first strike damage.
Yep.
And that'll die, so I go to 31, and then nothing else happens.
You have Trample, don't you?
Oh my god! I thought I just had double strike. Double strike and trample and lifelink?
Like I take 5 here, right?
So, sorry, that would be 4 damage. So that's 3 toughness, right. And you take 1 damage off the first strike. I forgot about the trample, and then, yeah, I do another 4 damage after. Go to 1.
You gain your...
And I get another 4 life.
There you go.
Apologies.
It's okay.
Second main, I'd like to cast a Caves of Chaos Adventure. Introducing the initiative. And I'd like to find a basic land.
Awesome.
Once I find a basic land, I'll pass to you.
Oh, like I also been curated. Thanks for the game, Serge. Got a Mox and a
Oh, no.
Fire that aren't going to help me out of this one. Well played, sir.
Well, would you like a consolation game 3? I would love to see. I'd love to see your deck shine.
Okay. Well, you're going to have to not kill me before that happens. So if what you really love is for my deck to pop off, I will play you one more game under the understanding that you will throw. I will do my best to show you what a creature combo looks like.
All right. Yeah, the double Planeswalker open is a little oppressive.
It's fine.
Yeah?
I don't know about oppressive.
Okay.
They don't even, well, you're playing against a deck where the -1 on red and 6 matters. Like, I have to wait another turn to play my Mother of Runes, so
Sure.
it's not irrelevant for sure. But like, you know, you didn't put up a bunch of walls to block for your Planeswalkers, so it's not like I couldn't attack them with my creatures.
That's fair.
And
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. Just another Canadian Highlander draw, right? Like, I don't think you did anything untoward. It's fine.
You're fair. I mean, I guess I did cast Ren and 6 on turn 4. Which
No, 2.
sorry, Ren and 6 on 2,
Minsc and
Minsc and Boo on 4. Pardon me. You're
for sure.
correct. You're correct.
Yeah, like I didn't have a blistering start or anything. Yeah, you killed my mana dork, right? Like, it was a pretty fair open.
I will mulligan.
Okay, I think I can keep. Yeah, this is okay.
We got Nelly on the play. Actually, real quick while I'm shuffling. Oh, never mind.
Real quick while you're shuffling, Ben will adjust the life total.
Yeah, Ben doing admin work in the background. What a pro.
It's more impressive when you don't mention it.
Well, I mean, I was
too late.
mid-sentence, man.
Too late.
We could have tried to segue into something else.
There you go.
Quick, think fast.
I can't. I can't even think slow.
That's fair. This is a fine, respectable 6. Good luck, friend.
Good luck. I'll lose a life.
Yep. Marsh Flats into Elf?
Yeah, I have a mana accelerant.
I'm going to guess it is the Delighted Halfling.
Okay.
Am I in his head?
Does it matter if you guessed right? I mean, you go on like 10% or something. I have Absence Pilgrim. Go
Dang.
ahead.
All right. All right, Savannah. All right, okay. You know what? I like your style. I'm going to Marsh Flats into a Savannah, into an Avacyn's Pilgrim.
Great work.
See how many turns I can match you play for play.
Original Innistrad, still relevant.
Here you go.
Okay, I'll untap, draw a card, play a Concealed Courtyard.
I don't have that in my deck. The symmetry is over.
It's a good one. I'll play a Ranger Captain of Eos.
Ooh.
Find a creature with converted mana cost 1 or less. This is probably the one I want. think if we're supposed to be comboing, this is the combo creature we're supposed to grab. Go ahead. It's Viscerous here.
So there is like a Sandy B sort of like pattern rector thing going on in here too. Isn't Pattern Rebirth pointed? I don't understand what your combo is what I'm going to...
Yeah, that's okay.
Is what I'm going to admit. I mean, you might have Malira something.
You may cut.
That's okay. So I've got an interesting play here. I've got this Knight of Autumn.
Okay.
And the interesting thought is, am I supposed to save this to be reactive to your Survival of the Fittest, to your Agatha's Cauldron, all that stuff? Or am I supposed to come out swinging because you have the inevitability of being a combo deck and I'm supposed to apply pressure?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have a different 3-drop, maybe just getting...
I don't. This is the best way to use my mana. Otherwise, I'm
Right.
basically taking the turn off.
Right.
So,
I think I like that.
pass.
Not playing spells in this game is tough.
Real bad.
It's hard. Yeah, it's difficult to not play spells. All right, let's cast this Viscerous here.
Yeah.
And a Wall of Roots.
Mm.
And then I'll play an Indatha Triome and say go.
I'm going to play Wooded Foothills and then crack it right now into a ready greenie. The mana is perfect. This is another weird turn. So I've got the Umezawa's Jite.
Nice.
So I
Good
could
one.
I could trade my Knight of the Reliquary for a good chunk of your board, but then all I have is an Avacyn's Pilgrim and a Jite.
Right. GTA resolves. Yeah.
So like I attack here, you block, I killed those two, and then our board is like that. I am terrified of this card. I think it's worth, but then I will see who runs out of steam first. A little bit of attrition here.
Sure.
I'm going to attack with this 4/3 Knight of Autumn carrying a Jite.
I think I'll just block and then sacrifice the Ranger of Eos.
I didn't see that line.
Well, you can't cast any more non-creature spells this turn, but I get to keep my Avacyn's Pilgrim.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, right. It has an activated ability.
All right, I'll play a Windswept Teeth and sacrifice it.
Yeah.
See if I can figure out how.
Right, you have a Viscerous here. That shuts off the Jite.
It's true.
Ooh, the plot thickens. All right.
That's how we like our plots around here. Thick.
Thickened.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I could just get this one. That's kind of cute. That's bad, though. You don't want to get Collector Roof against Jite, even though it sort of works. It's like sketchy. Right, I can do that. If I do that and that, then I can do that.
I mean, it is an answer.
Actually.
Knight of Autumn is a better answer.
Yeah. Finding a land. This is a green creature. Right. This is a green creature.
I mean, you've got 6 mana. And
yeah.
presumably either a Finale of Devastation, a Eldritch
some tutors,
Evolution,
yeah.
or a Green Sun Zenith.
Yeah, exactly.
You might even have an Eladrami's Call in this deck.
Who could say? It's hard to really know what even a deck is. Okay, I'll grab this forest. So this is probably right. I have a green Sun Zenith.
Yep.
Going to lead with. And then I think it's for 3. Forgive my order tutoring here.
No, it's fine. It's just
I believe I saw some kind of Knight of Autumn. Because I would rather destroy your Jitte than
leave it on the battle and me having an answer for your oof.
Oh, maybe I don't have Knight of Autumn. Okay. If I don't have Knight of Autumn or Reclamation Sage, that actually does change things. So maybe I just have to go for oof.
That's an interesting.
This is also a creature.
So this is Spencer's deck?
It's Spencer's deck.
Yeah, I'd be interesting to talk to him about the. I don't know. I mean, if I play Green Sun, I feel like one of those is an auto include. Normally just Knight of Autumn, so maybe he feels he doesn't need it. I mean, he wins more Magic than I do, so I don't know.
It's kind of adorable. I can get this creature because as long as it's not on the battlefield,
yeah, you can Green Sun for Grist.
Yeah, and I'll shuffle Green Sun back in.
Yeah,
Sorry, tap these lands.
Yeah.
You may cut.
You're fine.
Oh, this is part of my deck too.
Uh-oh.
Oh, was there a Knight of Autumn in the stack? No, that's fine. That's all right.
Yeah, you got a lot of very interesting lines now because you can obviously down tick just blow up Knight of Autumn, or you can just make bugs and then just perma sack them to Knight of Autumn, so I never actually get online with the GT.
To Viscera here, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an option.
I like the line. I like it.
I think I want to. You may cut.
You're fine.
I think I want to start off by just losing Absence Program to destroy GT.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. All right.
Sorry, it's this one I want to blow up.
Oh, destroys it. Does it
Oh, a
destroy
creature planeswalker. No, I'm wrong. It's that one I want to blow up.
Sure.
That's right.
I was like, hold on.
You're good.
Yeah. I'm going to play a Temple Garden untapped.
I have like this one and the 4-mana Nissa from Zendikar confused.
I would like to pass.
Okay, I'll untap, draw, play a plains. I'll cast a Birthing Pod.
I will respond.
Great.
5 mana. Cast a Solitude.
Okay.
Now it's interesting because like if I get rid of this, it cuts you off mana, so you can't pod chain super duper far. If I cut this, then I can maybe start pushing through damage with GT on Solitude. I think it's supposed to be the Wall of Roots here. I wonder if that's wrong. We can talk about it after. I'm going to hit your Wall of Roots.
I will make it.
Target your Wall of Roots.
I will make a green mana.
Yeah.
Sorry, it gets exiled. Does Birthing Pod resolve?
Do you want to sack it to
Sure.
Viscera Hero as well?
I don't think it really matters.
Okay. So then that'll go into the graveyard. Birthing Pod is fine.
Sure. Yeah, I can put it in my grave. That's actually relevant. Sorry, putting it in my graveyard instead of exile is nice since I'm not gaining any life. Okay, so Birthing Pod. I have a green mana floating. I'll mill a card and make a 1/1 black insect. It was not an insect, so I won't repeat this process. I'll use my green mana and pay 2 life.
Yeah.
And sacrifice the insect to go find a creature with converted mana cost 1. This is how this deck destroys an artifact.
It goes in pods into Might and sacrifices Might to exile the GT.
Yeah, pods into Haywire Might.
Right.
Well, I think I can do it on your turn.
Yeah, you wait until I equip and swing with it. I mean,
You're probably swinging even if you don't equip. Go ahead.
I'm going to play a Sacred Foundry tapped.
Okay.
I'm going to equip the Umezawa's GT onto the Avacyn's Pilgrim.
Very nice.
The whole team is going to try and attack Grist.
Sure. I will block Solitude with Haywire Might and exile GT. Grist will lose 1 loyalty, and I'll gain 2 life.
Yeah, pass.
Okay, untap. I'll cast a Kitchen Finks.
Yo.
Gain 2 life.
Ooh, you are potentially 1 away from lethal. Oh, yeah.
I think this is right.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll lose 2 life, and then Kitchen Finks will trigger. That was probably wrong. That's
Gain
okay.
2 life, get a 4-drop?
Yeah, gain 2 life, get a 4-drop. Nelly, remembering that Kitchen Finks is also a combo piece. That's okay. We have a 4-drop, I think.
I was thinking about, like, yeah, you're like Malira away from infinite life there.
Yeah, we're not playing Malira.
You're not on Malira, then I have no idea why Viscera Seer is in this deck.
Viscera Seer is just a good card.
You said it was a combo piece.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get a Ranger of Eos.
Gonna have to read this one if I may.
Oh, it's an old one. It gets 2 1-drops and puts them in your hand. Probably get a Mom and a Mana Dork. I'm not sure if I have another. I think all my 1-drops that matter in terms of combos are already in play. Is it 1 or less? I can get 0 drops. Yeah, okay.
Hangerback Walker, yeah.
Yeah.
The infinite mana payload is ready.
That's right. I think that's correct. Okay. You may cut.
No, you're fine.
Cast this Mom.
Yep.
Mill this card. Stumble Garden.
It's not an insect.
Make an insect that actually has to stick around.
The only insect is the mite, probably, right?
Probably.
Sure.
Yeah, probably. To be honest, I couldn't tell you. But yeah, it's likely the mite. Okay, and then I'll say go.
Ooh. It's a good draw. It is a Luminarch Aspirant.
Okay.
I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on Solitude.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask myself if I want to attack with it. I think the answer is yes. I think because you have a pod, I'm happy you take anything off the board. Worst case scenario, you block and you sack it to Viscera Seer. So I take a creature off the board. So I'd like to attack Grist.
With a 4/3.
With a 4/3 lifelink.
I'll block with my 3/2 Ranger of Eos.
Okay. Both
Trade?
going to die. I'm going to go to 20. I guess you don't have a 5-drop in your deck, probably. So the pod chain kind of ends there, and that's just a free block.
Yep.
Okay, pass.
Okay. Tap. Draw. Sorry, this is untapped. Let's see what we mill here. It's a Verdant Catacombs. Another insect that I'm representing with these squirrels. Sorry, viewer. I didn't bring the insect token. Close, but not quite. I think... Yeah, sure. Getting a land seems good.
I mean, speaking of totally doing that, I'm going to crack this Arid Mesa and just
for it.
grab a
Yeah, you got it.
probably tapped Rav Duel thingy. It's a stomping ground.
I'll unearth this Ranger Captain of Eos.
Yeah, yeah.
Trigger to find yet another 1-drop and put it in my hand. Okay, so cards I'm really interested in are the Devoted Druid and the Vizier of Remedies here, I think.
Sure.
But maybe just more fodder. I might have to do it across 2 turns. I'm not sure that I can actually get there this turn.
Yeah, 1-drop into pod. Do you have ways to untap your pod?
No, I don't think so. I think
Okay.
this deck is doing that. It's just sort of like slowly assemble it.
It's just like you're trying to get
play
your
some
A
decent
plus B.
creatures.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so I'll get a Finhorn Elves into my hand.
Yep.
I'll cast a Finhorn Elves.
Immediately sack it to pod.
Yeah, I'll immediately sacrifice the Birthing Pod. Sorry, this is my graveyard. This is my deck. I'll put this Devoted Druid into play. And then I've used my Planeswalker this turn. I'll say go.
All right. Untap. Does he rift the removal spell? The answer is yes. I'd like to try and exile your Devoted Druid. I'll make you work for this.
Yeah, no problem. I'll give it protection from white.
Nelson breaking a sweat.
That's the
He
second
worked for
time.
it.
That's the second time you got. All right. Go off, King. Let's see it. Pass to you. Oh, hold on. +1/+1 counter on the aspirant. Pass to you.
Untap. Okay.
What's this Mother Rune card before? I've never seen it before.
Right, it's a weird one.
Yeah.
Play a forest. Sacrifice Viscerous here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that it is really a combo piece. I think it's just that it can put stuff in the graveyard and you have things like Extraction Specialist.
And
to get them
exile
back.
protection is so huge.
Yeah,
right?
exile protection.
All right.
Maybe there is a combo with it that I just missed. But anyways, I've put Vizier of Remedies and Devoted Druid together. This one can also work if you have Agathas and you can exile this. That way your other creatures with +1/+1 counters have these abilities. These are both abilities I think that work with Agatha. So add a green, put 0, -1/-1 counters, add a green, and so on. Make 400 mana, and then try to Walking Ballista you for 200. Well played. Okay.
I did not pull any punches.
Sure. No, that's
on that
fine.
one.
Yeah.
Just,
This was a
just to
pretty
be
smooth
clear.
draw.
Just to be
All
clear.
good.
That was a very smooth draw.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't matter, Nelly can play perfect, right?
Yeah. So that does raise an interesting question about my sequencing with the Knight of Autumn. I had no pressure otherwise.
Right.
But my hand was like this, and I think it was 2 lands or whatever.
I think maybe after playing this deck for a few games, it's like you probably
1,
can
2, 3,
afford
4.
to just not go super fast against it.
No, I didn't have
because
this.
It's not going super fast.
Because I had a
against you.
6. That was my hand.
Yeah, I mean, attacking with a 4/3 with a Jitte on it is better than a 1/1 with a Jitte on it.
That was sort of the sequencing, and it
And
it
you
had
have other interaction that matters.
Right.
I think I still like it.
So
you know?
that was the reason behind it.
Yeah, I think
So-
you're probably supposed to make the 4/3.
But always tough because I'm like, I'd probably die to survival and pod. You know, do you use your interaction to be proactive?
Right.
But regardless, that was very fun.
Yeah, good games. Well played.
Yeah. What do you think of the deck now that you've piloted all of exactly one time?
It's like it feels very honed and tuned, and like we're not playing, like we don't have a 5 on the Birthing Pod chain, which
Sure.
I think is a reflection of like just how castable everything is from an opening hand.
Right.
Like the deck can function off 2 or 3 lands, and it has creature combos that I'm sure if Spencer's watching is like, oh yeah, you had him dead the turn before. You punch this game, you tutor
Sure.
differently. Yeah, like it's got a really high density of tutors, and also like the game earlier in the middle of the set where I had the survival. It's like there was a turn I think where if I draw another creature, maybe it can happen.
Right. The double activation play. You just got the combo.
I mean, overall, really strong deck. Isn't cold to graveyard hate, so that's nice. Would try it again.
Cool. Thank you very much for the game.
Thanks for the games.
All right, everybody. That is going to do it today for Showdown, a Canadian Highlander Throwdown. I've been Serge, joined by the wonderful Nelly.
I was here too.
We got Ben on tech.
I wanted to say too before I forget, I thanked Spencer for lending this deck. I have another match we played with Blue Black Reanimator that'll be up in the future or is already up. I'm not sure, but thanks to Tyler Woolley for lending me that deck.
Oh, you're just
Appreciate
going
it.
through the legends of the local community.
Well, yeah,
eh?
legends of people in my contacts list that have built decks I can borrow, so I don't have to like try to stay up till 3 a.m. making a deck. Yeah.
Yeah, and like really solid lists too. If you want to see that list, if you got questions about the format, if you just want to talk about what a cutie Ben is, let us know down in the comments in the description below. Reminder that everything we do is brought to you by you, with the support of the Patreon, over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Thank you oh so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.